20. Two right here. Check.
Here's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let him know.
This is Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
New man, 180. Come on. You better bring.
They go play action here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Where's 52? Black 52. Real. They can't hang with us. Joker. My God.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Regular.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. We go! 10-2 stop. Okay, double up. 48 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Switch.
61, matchbox, light, lead river.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
No. Off. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're Have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check. Watch the twit. Watch the twit.
80 weapons. Up.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, box trot.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Here we go.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw. Lawrence.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, orbit.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Lawrence looking for his running back, and he's got him. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
That's another Bills. First down. First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
You ain't got nothing.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Good job, team.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jones, call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
Set, 180. Hurry.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. It's Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mayfield. Hunter Henry brings it in. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
On the ready.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check 13. Check 8. Echo. On the ready.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-0.
Next to score, Bills 21, Giants nothing.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and long for Mayfield. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Run.
Hey, let's get this.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That one complete to Hill. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. You've been around me for a while.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Penny. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go. 6-6, bullet high.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. And caught by Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Four down. Alert.
Hurry. Hey. High 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Good. 180.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down.
Hurry. Point it right. One touch.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Single.
Alert.
Two.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey! Motion, check. Shift. 552.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Regular.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down, You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Allen hit. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Giants! Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bills 47, Giants 6.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Jones. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Giants on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Haywood. 59.
To throw, Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
15, Ronnie. 15 line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go!
Check 26, check 26.
Check 37, check 37.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
44.
I got him.
Check. Fresno. Shim.
On 4th down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, Nate. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
30 base. Hey, Alpha.
Defense wins championships, baby. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Mayfield down. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long.